Hello guys, welcome to this live stream. There's an hour and a half left on this map. I'm intending to fly on this map for the next 2 hours actually. I'm starting the stream a little bit later than yesterday. This is more the United States, Canada time zone rather than the European and UK time zone. I believe it's approximately 4:30 p.m. in Los Angeles and approximately 7:30 p.m. in New York. So America is just starting to come home from work. So that means the server numbers will be filling up from now, I would say. There's 35 people on this server at the moment, which indicates that the European usage of the server is dropping off. If someone's on a boat out in the middle of the Atlantic playing IL-2 somehow, which is practically impossible I think, then they'd be on the server. So the optimal time zone is switching from the mid-Atlantic to the United States. So that this all means that we're going to see those numbers of 35 increase to, I think, the peak capacity at some point in the next 2 hours. That's what I'm reckoning. Let's see if it happens. So it's January, so it's snowing, so I've got this colour scheme. I have the 30mm cannon right there, the MK108. I have 65 rounds for it, and then on the nose up here, how many rounds have I got? I've got two 13mm machine guns. That's bigger than 50 cal. 50 cal is like 12.5 or 12.7, and that's 13. How many rounds have I got for that? 600, 300 per gun. It's pretty significant. Full fuel, guns set to 500 meters, and I've got a photo. Even though the guns are set to 500 meters, the aim is to use that big cannon mostly at point blank range. There have been, as there often are, some technical difficulties in getting set up today. But here we are. Things are running smoothly so far. Ailerons are working. Ah, look at the rudder though. Do you see that rudder? Do you see that rudder? What's wrong with that rudder? It's full control deflection to the right. You see that? That is off. Lucky I checked. I don't want to take off with that. You do need right rudder for takeoff, but that's crazy. That's fixed. Do you see what I mean about technical difficulties? That is only just one of many that I've encountered this morning. But here we are. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Lights on. Not necessarily to do with the game either, just computers in general. Take off into wind, going to take off with continuous mode power only. easy was that? This plane has so much power it can take off with 60% power, and there's just no problem at all. I think this is a pretty good camouflage scheme for the landscape. Just open the chat. G'day Will, g'day Peter. Welcome you guys. MK108 time, you bet. 137 in Germany. '13 had HE load as well. Oh wow. That would be extra devastating. Alright, I now have the chat open and set up, FYI. Legend of Y-29. So this is a historical thing. Y-29 got attacked in, I think it was the focal point of the Battle of Bodenplatte on New Year's Day, 45. It was a failure. So, let's head to Y-29. So, I'm going west at the moment. I'll head roughly south. Been meaning to actually play some War Thunder. I just don't have enough space on my hard drives to reinstall it at this point. But I'm going to fix that, and I'm going to play some of the planes that I really like. That are like War Thunder has so many obscure planes in it that I know about that I like. So I'm going to reinstall it at some point and play some of those aircraft. I think it's the only video game where if you want to fly like a de Havilland Vampire or a Meteor, or if you want to fly a Heinkel HE-177, you can fly all of those planes. Any kind of cool plane from any era in history, chances are it's going to be there. Got to try and figure out where I am. That looks familiar. Alright, so we got Weird just there off the wing. I'm heading roughly down here. Should have this town on my left. There's the river at least. There's a loop in the river. There's that town. Can't see it. I see the loop in the river there. So I must be just here, heading this way. Oh, that town should be in front to the left. I think that's it there. Town on a river. That's it there. Alright, great. I can see that in a distance. I've got that there. Now flying over this town, what should I do from here? I'll probably just go... I'll just keep going. About 2:30, I think. Important 229, yeah. Now even IR guided missiles, cool. Players, okay. I own, like I haven't really played enough hours on War Thunder to accumulate really any aircraft. There's the first runway. But I did buy one once. I bought a Mustang, I think a P-51B or something. It's like the Mustang with the Razorback. It's a Mustang with the Razorback, and from memory it has Hispano-Suiza 20mm cannons. Right, there's Y-29 right there. If I get too close to it, I don't have a bomb or anything to hit it with, so I'll be just as a fighter. If I get too close to it, the flares will go off and it'll sound the alarm, and the enemy might see me if the flak starts shooting. That's the main thing, the flak. You want to steer clear of the flak. Bad, plenty of players on the server. And the numbers should be picking up, I would say. To earn AAA under attack 15, 16. Maybe I should check that out. I think I shouldn't come down to Y-29 unless I'm in ground attack mode. Because from this standoff distance, there's not much chance of seeing, unless there's a combat going on, there's not much chance of seeing any Allied fighters from this distance. 1716, enemy aircraft spotted. Interesting. I should go north pretty soon. Yeah, I'm too far away, I can't see anything from here. Right, I'm going to go north. At 4,000 meters altitude, still in continuous power, 60% only. Time for a sip of coffee. Alright, so the plan is we are here, we're going up to Weert and Duern. Oh no, Duern's been destroyed. So I guess Weert, I'll be there in about probably 3 or 4 minutes, I would say. And I'll just protect that AAA site. It should be a good way to go. G'day Vince. So guys, I'm going to be back. I'm going to get another cup of coffee. I'm going to be back in about 2.5 to 3 minutes and we'll resume. Stay tuned. Wow, you managed to become a member on YouTube. Congratulations, Peter, and thanks very much. Keep in mind that you are free to cancel anytime. You've already gone above and beyond. Peter and Vince, I thank you guys. Now let me go and grab that coffee. I think we're just about over the target. Thanks, man. Alright, I'm back. Where are we? Where are we? There's that loop. Duern 15-1600 active. No, I just got to find Duern. There's that. Is that the loop? Could be a different one. What? Duern's. So I want Weert rather than Duern, I think. There it is there. There's Weert there. Okay, great. We're kind of in position. I've figured out where I am. I'll keep going north and I'll go to Duern. There was an aircraft there. It would only be transiting the area though, because that target's already destroyed. That's Duern there, I would say. And in the western side of it, there was some artillery. There's an aircraft spotted in that zone, but that's generally not enough information to discover where that aircraft is. It could be way up there, it could be on the deck. Unless it fires its guns, I won't see it. Almost at 5,000 meters now. If you make money, you'll give more. Seriously, man, you don't need to. You seriously don't need to. it's almost kind of an ethical thing. You should only do what you can afford to do, as well as what you want to do. NRA 1418. So that's to earn right there. No activity. Weird behind us. Low. Weird. Enemy spotted at weird. I see a plane down there. Let's stay in continuous mode for the time being. Got to actually kind of lock onto it visually. There's a bomb. There's a plane, and I've lost it again. If I zoom right in there, I'll just miss it. Got to take it nice and easy. It's a 38. He's coming around again. There's someone on him. Someone's taken a dive at him but didn't shoot. I wonder if that was a Allied plane diving on the 38. I should be able to see it soon. Where is it? Ah, shit, I've lost it. No, there it is. Full power. There's 2 planes. There's 3 planes. That P-38's probably gone. Yeah, they got him. And who's that? It's another 109. I think we have a combat going on here. I'm suspecting there's Mustangs there. There are, look at that. Flak. But where? Probably increase power, but I can't fight if I can't see. That was a D9. There, somewhere there. Looks like a Mustang. It is a Mustang. He's just going and going. So I'm in a K4. This is a K4 versus a Mustang at a medium altitude. I don't know, probably 2,000 meters. Just lead him a bit and do the best I can. It's performance versus performance. flies straight and level, I'll hit him. A bit closer now. Got him. Got him yet. He's a goner. Down he goes. Someone else got him though. How do you figure that? Someone else did shoot from the side. Yeah, I don't have any kills on that. That is a bit crazy. Oh well, who cares? Time to rest the engine a bit. Uh-oh, do you see that? That could be after me actually. I'll keep going east. I think that flak is not an enemy behind me. I think the flak is enemy flak shooting at me. At least I hope that's what it is. Duern 1516, enemy spotted. There's Wiet. I gotta be saying it wrong. It's probably Viet. Let's just head back to Viet and to Duern. Kells airfield under attack 2322. I think that's in the south. Kells all the way down there. I'm not going there. That's miles away. Venlo's under attack. We're right here. I was getting shot at by flak from B90. We're headed north to here, Arthur. I'll hover around here. What's the altitude? 3.5 basically. So yeah, thanks once again, Peter and Vince. Vince says, just been bombing in my Ju-88 last map, really enjoying the ground attack. Yeah, there's a lot to the ground attack role with the bombers. They're very, very challenging, I find, even in some ways more challenging than fighters, especially if you're going to use the bomber aircraft to their full capacity, doing level bombing, getting the intervals right, getting the load right for the target. There's so much to it. Climbing out is quite a long process. Getting the route to the target correct, escaping, not getting hit by flak over the target. There's so much to it. Bombers would be helped a lot by fighter escorts. And the Ju-88's a pretty fast bomber. Yeah, that's it. I really hammered that Mustang. I hit him a couple of times. I hit him with the 13s, and I think I hit him once with a, once with a 30mm, but then someone else came in with a burst as well, and they got the kill. It might have been that, and then he went down big time, and his wing came off and everything. It might have been that the Mustang had previously been hit by a Dora or something before I got there. Kells. That is miles away. I suppose I could head out there. But really we've got weird, this one here, for munitions and kills. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Enemy's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so enemy's winning slightly. Used up quite a bit of ammo. So one of those indicators has got to be the 108 and the other one's got to be the 13s. I think I've used up maybe slightly more than half of my cannons. And I've still got plenty of 13s left. Alright, I believe that's Duern right there, where it was before it was destroyed. Spotted at Venray 14, 18, I think that's further north. Spotted at Venray, he's probably going for Boeinghardt. I'm going to go there on a hunch that the enemy at Venray is going there. So that'd be just basically 70, 80 degrees from here. Hey, look at that. What the heck? That could be for me. I don't know. I've just gone too far west. Situational awareness is key. Yeah, you bet. I find once I've so Weird's under attack now. What to do? Well, that's Weird right there, so let's go there. I'll go at full power, I've got plenty of boost left. It says that it's under attack, not just enemy sighted, so if I can find it. Where could it be? Once I spot an enemy, I try not to let them out of my sight. There he is, there he is. What is he? Straight at him. He's probably going to dive towards the target. It's probably a 38. Already getting attacked. It's a... That looks like a Dora. What am I even looking at? That's a Dora. So where's the enemy? Shit! Maybe I'll just follow the Dora. There. Maybe. Looks like a Mustang. Let's follow it. Mustang. Is he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where is he? Ah! Duh. Crazy. I have an aircraft here more than that, I don't know. I really don't know what that is. It's probably a 109. Yeah, it's a 109. How crazy is that, guys? Like chasing a Mustang. You get to that angle and then it's gone. It just, everything vanishes. Yeah. Really can't see anything except for the flak, the tracer. I've got some energy, so even though the Mustang is fast, I might be able to get him. He's climbing. Someone's hit him a bit. Oh, he's bailed out. What do we got up there? Oh, we got more. Which one though? I don't know what I'm looking at there. Just follow it. There's two of them. Which one is which? I think that's the Mustang behind. Alright, I might be able to drag and bag this Mustang. I'll lead him. Confirm that it is a Mustang. What is it? What is it? It's a Spitfire, maybe. Spitfire. Shit! There. I really sometimes get a hunch that others are seeing things like much clearer than I am, because oftentimes I'll see another plane that's spotted an enemy and he's going after him, and I can't see what he's going after. Most people don't have as good a monitor as I do. Most people are just playing on a 1080 monitor or whatever. This is a 1440 monitor, and that's actually a disadvantage to spotting. I've turned down the resolution to 1080, but still I think others are doing better with their spotting. Sometimes, not necessarily though. Probably a Mustang. I nicked him. Now, of course, I'll lose him. There he is. Out of ammo. Right as I get right on him, I'm out of ammo. Well, let's watch the show. I'll return to base now. So someone else got killed. I think that's 0 kills for me. I got some good combat though, that's good I guess, but that was some pretty good combat. The increased numbers on the server definitely helping. Another message, enemy aircraft spotted near Weird, and that's exactly where I am. So I better get out of here before getting shot. Check my 6. And get some speed up and then climb away. Go east, land, get some fuel, get some ammo, and go again. Good shot, cheers. Maybe we'll call that a warm-up session. Definitely a lot of fighting around this particular area. The trick now is to exit the area of combat without getting shot. So far, looking good. Still going roughly 90. Very first plane, like to recap, the very first plane that I went after was a 38, and it was a Weird, and I descended at continuous mode from a long distance, and by the time I got there, 2 Axis aircraft had already shot it down. And then after that, the biggest problem was spotting. Anyways, let's find an airfield and land. I took off, I believe, from Venlo. So from Weird to Venlo, it's got to be, I'd say, 80 or 70. There's a town there on the river. I think I can see it in the distance already. Right there, yes. The airfield, I think, is just to the east of it. Time for a sip of coffee. That was not, yeah, that was great content. That was not really like, that was a good dogfight. There were plenty of planes, good action. Me personally, I want to shoot down everything. I think I've got 0 kills so far. But anyways, even if I got 0 kills, I got a lot of hits. I got hits on at least 2 Mustangs, so that is something. Mustangs are not easy to shoot down. Yeah, good action. The Mustang has a reputation for being potentially the best aircraft of World War II, so if you can get hits on it, you're doing something right. Alright, there's the airfield. Looks like the fuel is about 50 litres. So not a great deal left. I reckon I got some good shots there. There was also a competition for kills because there were so many Axis aircraft over Weird that as soon as there was an enemy, it was jumped on by about 3 aircraft. I remember where the start is. I see it there. a little bit higher than I'd like. That's okay, I can manoeuvre to get rid of the speed. Another aircraft coming into land there. What is it? 109 K4 probably, or a G14. There's another aircraft about to take off. I'll come in behind this guy on the left hand side, I think. What's my speed? Speed's good. Bit to the left of him. Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is pretty accurate, I think. 3 assists. So I got hits on at least 3 aircraft and a return to base. So the camo scheme's good, I'll keep that. I think I'll keep everything the same. I definitely needed full fuel for that flight with this aircraft, with this engine. Just to recap, 600 13mm machine gun slugs and 65 30mm cannon shells. Got 1 cannon right there in the nose, 2 machine guns over the engine nacelle, you can see one of them there, and the other one there. So taking off from Venlo, going to go straight back to this area, I think. There's also that to defend, and there's also that to defend. I could take a bomb and hit Y-29. It might be an idea, but then I'd be slower. If you add a bomb, estimated speed loss after the drop is 14 kilometers an hour. The rack mass is 30 kilograms, so you're carrying an extra 30 kilograms and it's sticking out into the airflow and slowing you down. So you kind of need every kind of performance advantage you can get when you're fighting Mustangs. My general aim for this stream is to check out the K4 with the 30 mils against, pretty much against Mustangs, like just to see how best to combat a Mustang, find out what its weakness is and that. Got to hit 90-degree shots for good damage with 50 cal, same for the 47. Bombs for 109 aren't that great, maybe gun pods. You do a lot of damage in a strafing run at Y29 with gun pods. Pretty straightforward to take off from this airbase. Always good. Got to play the K4 more like a 47, very heavy aircraft, but 30mm make up one or two shot hits. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. It's not much of it. I mean, you can turn with it. I mean, same with a 47, you can turn, but it's more of a boom zoomer. Short distance to the combat area. In this plane, most any distance is a short distance because it's so fast. That last aircraft that I had a shot at, I think I hit it, was a Spitfire. Someone else shot it down though. I had a real trouble telling the difference between, was it a Mustang? No, it's not a Mustang. Is it a 109? No, it's a Spitfire. And only when I got close enough did I positively identify it as a Spitfire, because I could see the twin radiators under the wings, which denotes it as a Spitfire. And I mean, I could have pulled the trigger from far away, but I just didn't know what it was. So you got all these high-performance plane. They kind of look similar. Spitfire, Mustang, BF-109, they're about the same size. Similar wing shape in some instances. BF-109 can look like it has an elliptical curved wing, like a Spitfire, until you get closer. All these kinds of things. The last thing I want to do is hit one of my own planes thinking that it's a Mustang or a Spitfire. So there's that consideration as well. That's not really a big deal. I'm pretty good at spotting. The big deal is seeing things from long distance. Anyways, we're just going to see how we go. That's weird over there. Is it still intact? Yes, it is. I can see Duern, but Duern's destroyed, and Weird's still intact. There's Bodenplatte airfield. There's the munitions depot. Aircraft spotted near Duern, which is right here. Aircraft spotted near Weird. Let's head to Weird. Ground will finish in 25 minutes. I think I'll put on the boost, or shall I? I don't know. 25 minutes. You do boost 10 minutes at a time. Aircraft spotted near Weird.